Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachel Coon and it's our wonderful Wednesday. Today I'll be sharing with you some awesome items that some have gone already sold out and some are still current. Go ahead and hold while I flip and we'll get started. Okay. Make sure everything looks great. You guys can see everything. Today I'm using the stamp set called Celebrate with Tags, and I'm showing you how to make some gift card holders. If you are anything like me, you are at the, oh my goodness, I have barely even started Christmas shopping, which is so sad. And so I might end up just doing gift cards for everyone. Would that be bad if Santa gave gift cards to all their children this year? Maybe not. We'll see how much time we have to get some actual shopping done. But these are great for teacher gifts, which is school's almost out for the year. We have a whole nother week left, but most schools should be done hopefully this Friday. But let me tell you a little bit about Wonderful Wednesday and how it works here at the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. Every Wednesday, when you order from me using the Hostess Code of the month, this is this one for December, I will send you the gold holly leaves for this month. Every month it's a new embellishment to add to your collection and to add to your projects. This month it is the gold holly leaves, which is these gorgeous leaves. Let me show you. These are soon to be retired, and they're more like fabric or like die cut out of ribbon. And they're just gorgeous, and they add so much to anything you add them to. So that will be yours when you order from me on a Wednesday using the Hostess Code. For this Wednesday, like I said, we're doing a gift card holders, and I'm happy to say this stamp set is actually carrying over into our next catalog. However, the dies, which is the main highlight of our feature today, are not carrying over, so that makes me slightly ever so sad. So hopefully you already have this set and this is just an idea. However, if you do buy the Celebrate with Tag stamp set for me this month, I will send you all the pieces to make these two items today. So it is well worth it. Let me show you these dies just so you have an idea how they're working and the ones that we use. So this one right here is the one that we use to make our actual gift card holder. You can kind of see how it has the two parts right here and a little tag spot here where we attach and fold to make a pocket. It also has a circle die that we use to cut out our circles here. And this is a cool one, three of them right here. So this one creates these cool little holes that we've made. And of course our snowflake, which is the center of each one. And lastly, this awesome banner piece is what I use to cut out the Be Jolly. Okay, we'll set those aside. And we'll say a little goodbye to those who don't have the chance to have those yet. And let's go ahead and start making these items here. They're very similar, and they're just a couple differences. Let me show you what those are. This one has designer series paper over it. So it has a very nice look to it. On the flip side, see it's just the balmy blue. I have this cute little trim on here that we just add with a loose knot, so that way it's easily able to slip off and pull out, and that's where the gift card will actually go into that little pocket there. It could also be used for cash or whatever else you may want. Let's set that aside. Then this one here is a little bit different. It has a window, which I kind of really like that. We use a window sheet. We have these cool little holes here, so you can see right through all of it. And inside is our gift card that we could already get kind of a peek out of. And the idea of this one, because I have this basic white twine, I kind of thought it'd be cool if this was even made into like an ornament. Let's pretend you had a Christmas tree and it was just covered in like these cute little gift card holders. And it can have the names on the back, like a to and a from on the back, which is part of that stamp set. So I could stamp to and from on the back here, and it'd be ready to go. So I love the idea of this one even hanging from a tree. The tricky part is just getting it out a little bit. So I haven't mastered that, but I do love how there's a window here. This is for a restaurant called Panera Bread, but you can put any gift card would fit into here, and it just slides in and out. And I'm loving that window, so they could already see kind of what's inside. Very basic layouts. Let's get those pieces and we can make them together today. I've done a lot of the die cutting already, so we'll need 2 snowflakes. And let me show you my trick for this one. When I I die cut this one out first, and then I used my circle die and took out the circle for the other one. So that way this was saved for the next one. So that one's basically ready. We do have a window sheet that I've cut out that we can attach to the back before we close it. I've already done our Be Jolly stamping in the balmy blue. And I have our DSP cut, which is, this is retiring and already sold out. This is the Storybook Gnome DSP. If I flip it over, you'll see cute little gnomes, which could be also on the other side if you wanted gnomes instead of the little sweater snowflakes there. Again, I have enough to create kits with these, but if you don't have this yet, you can substitute this with a whole different thing. So there's our DSP, and I think those should be all of our pieces. I do need one solid one, so let's get this one in here because we'll make two at the same time. So for this one, what we need to do is add our designer series paper. I like to have it on, let me flip it over, the non-tab side. It doesn't really matter. Either side would work, just the front to the back. If I were doing this with a to and a from, I would make sure I would stamp that beforehand right now. But since I'm not, I'm going to just go ahead and do my liquid glue on the back of my DSP, which this DSP actually measures at 2 1/8 by 3 1/4. And all of these measurements will be over my blog later today. Line it up, and this kind of has already an outline frame, so you can kind of see where you should put your DSP. Just make sure you're not covering up the little hole for us to put our ribbon or our twine there. Okay, this one we actually have to flip over and grab 4 glue dots. So we're going to grab a strip here. What I like to do, if I know that I need just 4, I'll rip it off, so that way I only have to work with the 4. And then we'll take our window sheet. Window sheets are the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter which one, but just pick a side. And I'm going to put 1 glue dot in each corner here of my window sheet. This window sheet is the exact same size as our DSP. So it's easy to have one measurement for both. So I'm just pressing down each corner, and what I like to do is press down on the top thumb and my underneath here, and it creates some heat there that makes it for easier lifting usually. Watch, that one's trickier. There we go. Nope, got it. Careful not to get your snowflake attached. Then we're going to go ahead and line it up. Mostly we just need to cover up that circle in the middle with our window here. Remember, this is the inside of our piece. Go ahead and flip this one over as well, and let's add our tear tape and grab our bone folder. So for this one, we're going to start our little tabs. There's score lines here, and just follow your score and use your bone folder. Make sure it's nice and crisp. There we go. Grab this tab on this side. So the rest of the decorating I like to do after we have this part ready. And we're going to put tear tape on this after it's been folded in. We'll do that at the same time. Like I said, these ones are basically the same, just a little different design depending if you want that window or if you want the DSP. The window sheet I actually got from a photopolymer stamp set. I love to reuse things. Recycle is what we usually call it, right? And so each photopolymer stamp set comes with a window sheet where the stamps are originally on, and then you remove them and you attach them to the case themselves. So then I'm left with this awesome clean window sheet that I like to use for fun things like this. All right, so we have that nice and crisp. Make sure that we fold it so it's lined up so that when we put our tear tape on, it's already in the bendy spot. Okay, tear tape it up just on those little tags there. Or tabs, I should say, huh? I like to just eyeball it and rip. Some people like to use scissors. It's not needed because it is easy enough to rip with by hand. If you do go too far, you can grab your paper snips and trim. I usually will just use it and double fold it over, but we'll trim that one today. Then also, back in the day, Stampin' UP used to sell, was like a red tear tape, had like a wax backing to it almost. And that one you actually had to use scissors to remove it. So I can see why people might have that habit still. But I love the idea that tear tape is just like the name and it just has to be torn. Tear it off. Again, be careful not to go over on those tabs too much. The extra one I just tore off again. And I'll throw that extra away. Sometimes I'm better at guessing how much I need. And other times not as much. Okay. Line that up. Looks pretty good. Press it down to make sure it attaches, and then remove the backing. If you don't have nails or struggling to get it off, you can use your Take a Pick tool to remove the backing. We might have to do that today. No? Maybe? There we go. There's one. Let me grab from the bottom again, maybe. There we go. Two. And we'll fold this one over. And what I like to do is kind of just start from the bottom and make sure it's lined up on one side at a time. I have my finger inside just to keep it from touching the other side. So that one looks good. Press it. And we'll go over to this side. Similar idea. Start at the bottom lined up. And close it. And then press it down. Awesome. Okay, same thing for this guy. Make sure it's sticking. Remove the backing to our tear tape. There we go. Start on the bottom. Line it up. We're just creating this nice little pocket that fits perfectly a gift card. And there almost. We'll turn it over so you can see better, huh? There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay, make sure I press it down. Now we just need to decorate. Now we've created our fun little pockets here. For this one, what I like to do is grab a dimensional or a glue dot. I'll use glue dot for both. So here's my glue dots. We're going to attach one glue dot to the center of our window sheet. I just put it right in the middle. Press off, lift it off, and put it on our window sheet here. There we go. The next one, we'll do something kind of similar. Press it down, lift it up, but this time we're just going to put it on our circle piece right there. Flip that over. This one we're going to add dimensionals, and our bead jollies we're going to add dimensionals to the back of that as well. And I'm going to use our mini dimensionals because I feel like those work better on these banner pieces here. So put just a handful, less than a handful, probably 2 or 3. I'm going to do just 2 today. It's that one. And then we're going to add 3 on our circle here. Make a triangle shape. I was told once that triangles are like the strongest shapes out there. And that's why a lot of times tripods are just 3, you know, a tray, because it's super sturdy. So we'll keep that in mind when we're using our adhesive, right? All right, go ahead and put that about center on our DSP. Oh, it's looking so cute. I'm loving that paper here. It's so, so cute. And then this one, the Be Jolly, I had right underneath our snowflake on this side. Like so. And then this one, I actually am going to change it just a little bit. I'm going to have it kind of overlapping our window part here. So just move it up just a little bit so that bottom of our circle isn't showing. We have our Be Jolly there. And there we go. All we have to add is some trim. This trim is part of that cute little Santa Express called, let me make sure I'm reading the right one, iridescent trim. Measure about, maybe about 3 inches, maybe 4, just depending on how big you want it. Because remember, they were just doing a loose knot for this one. See that? Okay. Carefully thread it through, or wait to thread it through until you get your gift card. I'm not going to tie the knot on this one just so I can have it handy. There is another really cool thing you could do with this, which is kind of like a slider gift card. If I made this longer, I could just totally put my gift card in there and then do a lift up. Ooh, that's a fun idea. Let's give that a try with this guy here. Instead of make it more ornament-like, we're going to try to switch it up just a little bit. But in order to know how much we need to have it the whole length of this guy. So let's go like that. Okay. We're going rogue here. Then we're going to put it through both our holes. Maybe like keep it together. There we go. Squeeze it together. It's easier to put them both at the same time. All right, we'll go about the halfway point here. Okay, let's grab that gift card. And let's see if this is gonna work. Remember, this one was tricky for me to take out, so we don't want it to be so tricky our friends can't get the gift card out. So we're gonna stick this now in here, and it's gonna pull down that baker's twine. Make sure it's going along there, nice. Okay, the only downfall is that you do see it through the window, so keep that in mind, which isn't too bad, it's white. And then you're going to tie a bow on the top here. And then when we want to pull it out, we would just pull up on that bow, or we could just leave it as a knot like the other one was. I might not have given myself enough on that one side. Let's pull it, there we go. Okay, cute little bow. Now let's see what happens when I pull it up. Oh my goodness, I love it. That's so much easier, right? Oh, how cute is that? What a fun idea. Totally on the fly too. You'll have to let me know which one you like better. The ornament style one, we could hang it from a tree and just have a loose knot, or the slider version where we can slide out the gift card by pulling up on that baker's twine. I just undid my bow there, but that could be easily fixed. Super, super cute. Lastly, I'm just going to embellish with a little bit. You could either put like a rhinestone in the center. I have our classic matte dots. I'm going to take a large one and put one in each center of our snowflake. Very simple embellishing, but way cool. All right, you guys, and that's it. That is it for these ones. Super cute. You'll have to let me know which one you like better, the window sheet one or the DSP one. Both are fantastic. Be sure to order from me on a Wednesday using the Hostess code, or keep in mind that tomorrow is free shipping day for one day only, the 15th of December. Still use this Hostess code, but you have to order at least $75 worth to get the free shipping. If you spend at over $150, do not use the Hostess code because you will earn Hostess rewards you can use to get an extra items for free. So keep that in mind as you are shopping tomorrow, the one-day free shipping deal. All right, you guys, I think that's it for our wonderful Wednesday. Have an absolutely wonderful Wednesday. And if I don't see you next week, Merry Christmas, everyone. Goodbye.